Hello to all. I hope everything is fine with all. And good evening to everyone present here. Let's kickstart this session with a wonderful quote. Positive mindset it is a guide to a better life. Key characteristics in having a positive mindset and attitude is optimism, resilience, gratitude, growth mindset, and self belief. Having a positive mindset would have benefits in improved mental health, enhanced physical health, increased success, stronger relationship, and greater happiness. So, it is very much needed for us to create a positive mindset. And now coming to the SEMS. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a registered non-profit organization which is dedicated to social impact across various sectors. We focus on education, particularly skill development and entrepreneurship. Through our initiative Digi Saksham, we have created training programs in IT, finance, retail, and entrepreneurship, impacting over 6,000 individuals. We are currently upskilling inmates in Haryana jails and collaborating with universities and colleges. We have also partnered with banks to place over 1,500 candidates in jobs. FEM Leads, which is another initiative of SEMS, empowers women through workshop and stories of successful female entrepreneurs. We conduct programs on digital literacy, marketing, and career development, which has reached over 1,000 women across multiple states. This initiative reached, yes. So, in just short, SEMS has established itself as a force for positive change, equipping individuals with skills for employment and promoting women leadership in various industries. And now coming to the our keynote speaker, Miss Shivangini Josh. She is a visionary educator who has a love for languages and endowed with ability to uplift others and also gifted source of inspiration. Her extraordinary career path in education is evidence of her passion, originality, and excellence driven nature. With over 17 years of experience in teaching various schools and colleges in the country, Mrs. Shivani Ghosh believes in continuous personal growth. She works as an English teacher at St. Stephen's School, Chandigarh. She is also qualified French trainer. Besides being a passionate educator, she has also been a motivational speaker and an established personality, a passionate education and development coach, a podcast, a poet, and a life coach. She is also a certified POSH trainer and also a soft skill trainer. Her popular podcasting, Dil Se Dil Tak is a popular podcasting channel on Spotify that explores the intricacy of relationship, motivation, and issues that matters most to the students, and also offers guidance and support. She was a finalist. Yeah, sorry. She was a finalist for Hubhopper Podcast Award 2023 and the Best Self Love category, a testament to her hard work and commitment to spreading positivity and hope. Through her poetry, podcast, and motivational talks, Shivani has built a community of like minded individuals who seeks inspiration, guidance, and support. Mrs. Ghosh has been awarded the Best Language Teacher Award by International Education Awards. She was also honored for her contribution to education community with Global Teaching Excellence Award in 2021. Be curious about everything is the principle of her life. So now welcome you, ma'am, to this session, and now over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me here and giving me such a wonderful introduction. Hello to everyone present here. It's a very nice evening to be with you all. And today, everywhere, when it is all festive season, we are here to spread more positivity and we will talk more about positive mindset and how to improve or how to inculcate the positive mindset in us and also to maintain the right attitude. So now we will start our sessions, and if you have any query in between, you can raise your hands or you can write in the chat box. Or in the end, also we will have I will keep some time for the question answers. So as the session moves on, if you have any query, please raise your hands. So let me share my screen first to you. Me? Okay. So we are going to talk about positive mindset and state of mind. Now, first of all, mindset. Now, there is a difference between mindset and state of mind. Now, state of mind can be changed. State of mind keeps on changing. Today you are happy, after you listen, and if you're sad, and then you listen to a music or some musical thing and you become happy. So our state of mind keeps on changing. But mindset is something which is, which is not a one day job, which is something which is continuous. If we have our, from our birth onwards, we have the influence of our various things on our mind, and then that is the influence which we carry, and that makes our mindset. So there is this difference between mindset and the state of mind. Now, when we talk about mindset, we have basically two kinds of mindset. One is victim's mindset and the another one is winner's mindset. Now, what is the basic difference between these two? Now, victim's mindset, as the word suggests, is victim. Victim means you always play the victim card. Why this is happening with me? Why only me? We are not doing getting good job. It is all the fault of my parents because they have put me into that school. I did not that do that course or that this course. So victim's mindset is always about something. When you start cribbing, you start cribbing a lot, that becomes your victim's mindset, right? And have you ever heard about a theory which is called the missing tile syndrome? Anybody can unmute and tell me what is missing tile syndrome? Have you ever heard about it? Any idea about missing tile syndrome? It's a syndrome actually. It's a, you can say, psychological state of mind. What happens in that? When you missing tile means in a room, suppose you are going somewhere, a room which is very neat and clean, everything is perfect, the AC is working very good, the acoustic is so good, the house is, the home is painted in such a nice manner, nice curtains and everything. But just there somewhere there is something, some one tile is broken, and instead of paying, or showing gratitude or appreciating whatever is there in the room, we start cribbing, or we start showing or pointing our fingers towards what which is missing from there. That is called a missing tile syndrome. We don't appreciate which we have. We always appreciate which we do. We always try to find out faults in what we do not have. Right. So this is what we call the victim's mindset, when we always crib on something which is not there with us, which is not, which we don't carry with us. That is what we call victim's mindset. And these people, these victims mindset of people who are around you, those who always play this victim card, they're never happy in their lives. They're never happy. They keep on cribbing. They have a, you can say, they have a global company. Everywhere, they will automatically find some person around them who is of the same category, and they will make a club of it. So victims mindset is that. Now, on the other hand of that, we have the winner's mindset. Now, who is having the winner's mindset? Winner's mindset is having, those people carry those winner's mindset who carry the growth instinct in themselves, who have the growth instinct. Growth instinct means whatever I have, that is of, that is, I will be satisfied with that and I will try to grow from that, whatever you have. So that's what we show is, that is winner's mindset. Now, here, from here, when you have this winner's mindset, then you develop your positive mindset. Okay, so this positive mindset always comes from the winner's mindset. So whenever you are present, when you are having a something which is, which you have the winning attitude, only then you can have the positive mindset. Before I go ahead, how to make your life from negative to positive. Before I go ahead and we will discuss how can we make our mindset positive, I would love to share a story with you how we can become positive. Now, there was a grandmother who loved to share stories with her grandchildren. So one day There was the grandchild who always asks that grandmother, please tell me a story. And the grandmother tells one day that, child, in our heart, in our mind, we always have two wolves which are always fighting. These two wolves keep on fighting with them, with each other always. And then, one wolf is the representing whatever positivity you are carrying, means your good attitude, your hard work, your discipline. This wolf is carrying all that, and the another wolf is that one which is carrying the negative attitude. Okay, so the negative attitude means whatever negativity in you have, that you are cribbing one, that you play the victim card, or you are complaining, that is your anger, whatever is negative in that in yours, that is your negative attitude. So these two wolves are always constantly in fight. Now, what happens here? Now, somebody must win when there is a fight. So the grandchild asks grandmother, who wins in this? Who wins in this fight? So the grandmother replies that, child, when whichever wolf you feed, whichever wolf you will feed, that that wolf will win. So if you feed your positivity, your positive mindset, you will always become a positive person. And if you feed the negativity in you, you will always remain negative. So that's how you always need to do work upon towards your mindset, which mindset you are working to. Now, when this is the rule of the universe, it is always famously said that whatever you give to the world, the universe is always giving you back. So what you desire from your heart, whatever wherever you are focusing on, you will get that. Has something, has it ever happened to you that you keep on thinking about a car? Suppose you want to buy a car. You want to buy a car and you think that, okay, I will buy a polo. You decide on buying a polo. Okay. Now, what happens is when you go to you're moving on the roads, suddenly what happens? Suddenly you will start seeing all the polos on the road. When you start deciding that, okay, I will buy a new mobile, now all the ads of the mobiles will start coming to you. What is that? That is the rule of the universe, that wherever you keep a focus, wherever you keep focus on you, then that thing starts coming to you. So it is very important that you become careful what you focus on, because wherever you put your focus, then your attention goes there. And whenever your attention goes, wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Now this is a very important quote, and I would like you to, if you are keeping a notepad or something, this thing needs to be there in your mind, that wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. If you are flowing your attention towards the positivity, towards the positive things in your life, then you will always become positive. Your attention is positive, then you become a positive person. This is very true about your Instagram reels. Of you, whenever you watch some Instagram reels, if you start liking one kind of post, you will see that automatically all these posts which will come to you, that will be of the same kind. This is all this thing of energy. So wherever your attention will be going, your energy will flow to that side. Now, how to make yourself positive? There are four questions which you need to ask you. You need to ask four questions. Now, first questions which you should ask to yourself is, where am I today? What is my current reality? मैं हूँ क्या? Where am I today? Right? So this is the first question you should ask yourself whenever you are thinking about making yourself positive. The second question is, how did I get here? Now this tells you about your strength. Where is your strength lies? Okay, sometimes we do not know what exactly is my strength. You need to find it out. To become a positive person, it is very important that you should understand what are your strengths and weaknesses. So the first question is, where am I today? What is my current reality? Second question is, how did I get here? How did I reach there? How did I achieve this strength? Then the next is, where do I plan to go? Means my vision. Now, when I talk about vision, I can't stop myself sharing a very, important or very meaningful quote by Helen Keller. I hope you must have heard of the name of Helen Keller. She was a famous writer, and she was blind. She couldn't see, right? So what she said when somebody asked Helen Keller that, Helen, how's your life now? It's so you can't see the world. So do you think that in this world is there anyone who is more unfortunate than you? Then Helen replied that yes, if you don't have eyes, it's okay. But if you don't have vision in your life, then that is the more or most unfortunate thing in this world. So having a vision, having a plan, having a goal in your life is the most important. So when you can become a positive person, when you have some vision in your front of, so it's very important that you try to create a vision in your life. Then the last question is, how will I go there? How will I go there means what will be my strategy? Will I go there where? Towards your vision. So when these four questions will be clear to you, that is, where am I today, my current reality, what is my strength, what is my vision, and what is my strategy, then definitely we will move towards something which is positive. Now, my session will be divided into two things. First is the positive or positive mindset, and the second part which we will work on is the attitude. So before we wind up this positive things, I would like to give you some quick tips how to develop the positive attitude. First and foremost thing is practice gratitude. Now, I would like to tell you that I am a person who always love to learn new things every day, but I was not like that. I have changed my life through this first step, that is practicing gratitude. It is very important that, so you start paying thanks. There are so many things in your life which you can't even imagine, which we are not even, you know, showing gratitude, but they are there in the life, and those things are not there in other person's life. It is always said that if you all of you write your problems in one chit, and then you put that chit in your jar, and you tell your family members or your friends also to write their problems and put that into the jar, and then you mix it up and pick it out, you will find that the problem of others, you would like to be better with your own problem than the other's problem, right? So it is very like you can say that whatever you have in your life, start counting those blessings. It is very important. So I would suggest you all to maintain or to start writing a gratitude journal. Whatever is good is happening to you today, or every day something good is happening to you, start writing that at the end of your day, and you will be amazed to find that by the end of the month you will be amazed to find that how much blessings do you have. We always, I told you about the missing tile syndrome. We always focus on what is missing, but we should practice. When we will start practicing gratitude, we will start focusing on what we have. So it is very important to practice gratitude. The next is focus on solutions. Now we always focus on problems. Remember, I said wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you focus on problems, your attention is going to problems, problem will grow. If you focus on solutions, then your solutions will grow. Okay. So it's better if you have a problem in your life, there is no point thinking about those problems. It is better to focus on the solution. See, kar kya sakte hain usme? What can we do, right? So this is more important than focusing on the problems. So focus on your solutions, not on your problems. Solutions will, automatically start coming up. Practice mindfulness. Now this word is getting very popular nowadays. Practice mindfulness. How can we do that? Start giving yourself some time. It is always said that you can't pour from an empty cup. If your mind, if your soul is empty, you cannot give anything to anyone. So first start practice mindfulness so that your cup is full. Then only you can be positive. So mindfulness, how can we do mindfulness? through meditation, by listening to music, by engaging in some kind of gardening, or any kind of hobby, reading, or whatever, or you going to NGO, helping people. These all are the parts of mindfulness. So whenever you want to make yourself positive, start practicing mindfulness, and that depends on person. For me, my mindfulness is whenever I start reading some good book, that is my mindfulness. So you practice whatever is your mindfulness, where you find a where you find the calm and peace. Now this is very important. Positive circle, be in a positive circle. Now what is positive circle? Our parents used to say that be in the company of the company of people will matter a lot. Okay, so the person with whom you are staying, that you will become like that. So if you are living with people who are constantly complaining or cribbing, you will always become like those. So be like positive minded people, and you start getting the vibes. When you be in a circle of people, you will automatically, if you go to a party and you find that a person, the group of people, you will automatically find an attraction towards those people who are like you. So if you are a positive person, automatically you will be going towards those people who are positive. So for being positive, to practice, become develop a positive mindset, it is important that you develop a positive circle amount. So circle, it means your people whom you are surrounded with. Very important is stay fit physically. Physically, if you are physically fit, you are mentally fit. Body and mind and soul all are together. So if you are physically fit, if you are not well, then you can't be focused, you can't be put focus on good things. So it is very important that you please start paying attention to your health. Do whatever you could do. I am not saying you to go to get some gym membership, or join some gym. No, whatever you are trying to make yourself physically fit, go for a walk, or do some yoga or some physical activity you should engage. You will find that you will become more positive. So stay fit physically. The next part of my presentation is attitude. Now attitude is everything. Change your attitude and you can change your life. So what is attitude according to you? Can anybody tell me what is attitude according to you? You can unmute and please tell me what is attitude. What do you feel? What do you understand by the word attitude? Anybody would like? Anyone can write in the chat box or unmute. What is attitude according to you?
Ma'am, the way you think and the way you feel or behave is attitude.
Yes, very good. That the way you think and the way you behave is your attitude. Very good. And now, if I show you this picture, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Ma'am, donkey, and it is associated with that donkey is not a kind of intelligent animal or like that. Yeah,
It's
that
not.
kind of
It's not
feeling.
intelligent. Yes, yes. It's not
Yeah.
intelligent. What you think, right? Anyone
Yes, ma'am.
else? What comes? What do you think when you see this? When you see this picture, anyone else would like to say? It is just one perspective we have listened from someone. I think Pratham, who answered.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
Pratham. Thank you so much, Pratham. Yes.
Welcome.
No one else. So when we say this donkey, we find, as Pratham said, that somebody who is not very intelligent, right? So people used to say donkey, that is good for nothing, or it's useless, it's least glamorous, taken for granted. But very few people will say that donkey is one of the most hardworking animals and very loyal. So how does this difference comes? This difference comes from our attitude. How is our attitude? Now we treat people and situations in the same manner as we do with the donkey. We discount the good in them. What does it mean? We discount the good in them means we don't see sometimes the good in someone, and we only look at the negative side and start reacting to it. So whenever anyone is behaving wrong with you, at that time we only think about that moment how he's behaving. We never try to see, we never try to see what might be the reason behind that. That is our attitude. Now this is means what? That something happens, and what we do is we suddenly start act. then we do when then we stop and then we think. Now I will tell you this thing uh, with an example or a story, I would say. I think maybe a few of you might have heard this story before also, that there was a restaurant and a lady was having a good time with her family over there. Suddenly, somewhere from nowhere, you would say, a cockroach comes and it sits on the shoulder of that lady. And the lady, when she observed that cockroach on her shoulder, you can imagine what might have happened. She gave a loud scream, and she just somehow swung that cockroach to somewhere else. That cockroach landed up to somebody, someone else shoulder, and all. In this way, the whole restaurant was all a chaos. So what happened here? The lady suddenly reacted, whatever is the situation. Now in that restaurant there was a waiter also. That cockroach now landed up to the hand of that waiter. Now, what did that waiter do? He held that cockroach in his hand and then he threw it. Now, what was that? He did not react in the same way. So, when something is happening to us, what we do? We first act, then we think, oh my God, I think we have done something wrong, and then we think. So, we do action first, we stop later, and we think in the last, right? But what we do is here, first we take action, then we stop, then we think, and sometimes we feel guilty about our behavior, right? If we say something wrong to someone and when we later on we react. Sometimes this happens with mothers, very common. Child is doing some mischievous thing, mother comes, gives a slap, tight one, and then think later, oh, it was not his fault, and later we are guilty about our behavior. So this is what we call is our attitude problem. So this is our attitude problem. So we should follow the 1090 rule. 1090 rule is what? Something, whatever is happening with us, 10% is what actually happens. Problem हमारी इतनी सी होती है. The problem which we face is just this much. But how we react, that is 90% of our, the reaction is 90%. Okay, so how we respond, how we will react to that situation, that is your attitude. That will decide your attitude. So whatever problem you have, what we require is that first we need to be calm, and then only we can respond. So how much do you see of an iceberg? An iceberg is something which we can visible this with this much, but there is so much in between your in the sea. So there's so much in there down there. So that is the only the thing. The solution is all down. 10% is above the sea level, 90% is below the sea. So similarly, whatever is happening, 10% is our knowledge and skills, and then 90% is our attitude. So the thing is that in this video, what actually happens is that there are two persons who are, one is becoming positive and negative. How he during that whole course, when he's trying to reach the office, how he is reacting to the situation that actually makes his day, right? So this is all about it. I'm sorry I couldn't play the audio. I don't know what is the problem here. So there's a need for a change, and if we change in the way we think and we feel and we behave. So if we change the way we think, the way we feel, and then we behave, then there will definitely be a change. So earlier like I showed you, what we were doing is first we were reacting, then we were stopping, and then we were thinking. What actually should be, that is, first give a pause button. If anything is happening to you, if any attitude is happening to you, anything is something is troubling you, instead of reacting it in there and then, it's better that first you stop, give a pause button, think whether we are able to, whether we should respond to this, or we should, there's something that we don't need to respond to that. So sometimes we need to give a pause, stop, think, and then only we should act. If it requires our action, only we should then act, otherwise we should not act. So let's respond instead of reacting. So what is important is we should respond to any situation instead of reacting. So we should press the pause button, stop, think, and act, because we have always the freedom to choose. Our life will become what we choose. If we choose to react, our life will take a different course. If we will only think and act, and only then we can take the action, then it will be respond, and then our life will take a different course. So what is important here, that you press the pause button, choose your thoughts, feelings, and behavior, and only then you react. So stimulus is what? Stimulus is the external stimulus. Anything which comes externally, that when comes to you, suddenly you react. So what we should do is stimulus. When something is happening to you, when some unforeseen situation is there, it is our choice to pause and then respond. This is our choice. How you are behaving, either you are directly reacting, that will lead to explosion, or you are taking a pause and then giving the response, that is your other reaction. Now, benefits of such practicing attitude is it increases your productivity. If you waste your energy in unnecessary things, engaging yourself in unnecessary reaction, it will decrease your productivity. So when we practice this attitude, that is thinking first and acting later on, it will increase your productivity. It will enhance your teamwork, because you will be working with the team. So it will enhance your teamwork, problem solving approach. It will solve the problems of yours, whatever problems you have. You can practice this, and then you will find that there are better options coming up. There are better approaches which are coming. It improves your productivity, then builds relationship. When you are practicing this attitude of responding instead of reacting, you will definitely build better relationship with your people. It will also reduce your stress and conflicts, and ultimately you will become a more calm person. It will enhance your personality and your growth. There was one more video, but I'm not sure whether you will be able to watch it, because I just give it a try. If you don't see it, then please do let me know. I will stop it there. Maybe there was some issue in the. Okay. I think it will not work. Let me skip this video. So, moving from reactive to proactive behavior, when we pause before we react to any situation, person, events, and assess in our minds what action we should take and how we should respond, we are in control. That is being proactive. So, what is important is that we should become proactive in our behavior, not reactive. What is proactive? That when we give a pause, we think, react, and assess in our mind that what should be our actions, that then we are in control of our mind, and then we can become proactive. When we feel empowered rather than victimized, we are being proactive. That I told you about victims mindset and the growth mindset. So when we are empowered, when we have the power only, then we become proactive and realize that we have the choice. We always have the choice to respond to the stimulus, whether we will, same situation, one person will behave differently than the other person. So that is our choice how we respond. And the 7 steps approach which you should follow, and I would like you to take a note of this, that this is very important. One is, make a decision to change. You only have that choice to make a change in your life, and you always need to shift your focus. As I told you, that wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. So you need to pay attention to good things. Only then your focus will be more curious instead of judgmental. We sometimes make our decisions just by having a look at something. We just see something and we believe that, okay, this thing might be like that only. A person who comes to a meeting, he's not up to, he's not wearing proper grooming, is not done, we believe that this person is not worth it. So we need to be curious instead of being judgmental. We should wait and think about before giving any judgment to anyone. Develop an attitude of gratitude. This is something very important. We need to develop this attitude of gratitude. You won't believe that this will change your life. This will make you a complete different perspective if you practice gratitude. And very this thing we try to be perfect everywhere. Decide that you can't be perfect all the time. There is a movie, I don't remember that name, but there that main character said कि कुछ भी कर लो, कुछ ना कुछ तो छूटेगा ही. So you can't be perfect all the time. You need to let go what is not in your control. If you try to be perfect all the time, you will never be able to reach. Believe in yourself. This is the most important thing. If you don't believe yourself, who else will? So first step is believing in yourself and take action now. That you need to take the action towards the growth, towards whatever way you are choosing towards your vision. You need to take the step. So that's how it is. I stop my presentation here. And if you have any doubts or if you have any questions, I'm very I would love to share that video, but I couldn't share that because of some issue. So if you have any questions regarding that, you are most welcome to ask. Anything you would like to ask?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, it is possible to always maintain a positive mindset, or are there situations where negativity is useful or necessary? Ma'am,
Negativity. Yes, yes, please.
ma'am, because when someone is doing continuously a bad things to you, or they can always poke you. So, ma'am, we have to revert him back. So we in all the time we cannot stay calm and control our emotions, anger, fear, and all. So, ma'am, we have to
Very.
revert them back in the same language, ma'am, because in today's world, no one can. If you are very calm, positive, so ma'am, no one will take you or understand you emotion. So, ma'am, emotionally they cannot uh, uh, connect with you, and they can take advantage from you. So, ma'am, how we can deal with that?
Yes, very good question. Thank you for asking this question because when I started my journey of this thing, being a positive person or gratitude, this question always used to come to my mind that how can a person be positive all the time? There's so much of things are happening to you, and what is how can you maintain yourself so poised and calm? The answer, my dear, lies in the word gratitude. It is the person, whatever is he is doing, he or she is doing to you, that is not you. If something is bad is happening to you, it is his, he is saying something, it is his reaction. You remember that if you I give you an example. If you're holding a cup of coffee and somebody bumps into it and the coffee falls out, what is coming out? It is the coffee which is coming out. Have you been holding the tea will come out. So positivity, yes, sometimes it becomes very difficult to maintain in a positivity, but what is necessary is count your blessings. Count your blessings that yes, I have this and thanks for that. That I whatever I have, whatever blessings I have. So there, these practicing gratitude can make you very positive, and you will keep yourself aloof from whatever is happening to you. In Bhagavad Gita also, it is said that whatever you do it and just leave it rest. So whatever wrong is happening to you, people are doing wrong to you, it's fine. It is their way of life. It is their attitude. What you do, what will you do if you lose your calm? You are boss. You are trying to spoil your day, your heart, your desire and emotions. So it is very important that you practice your gratitude, and it is absolutely fine of something sometimes not feeling right. It's okay. If you believe that sometimes you are not feeling good, it is very natural. But what is important that you be there and then you take yourself out from there, and that is only possible when you practice seriously two things, I would say. One is gratitude, one is mindfulness. This will definitely help you out. You just do this and you can tell.
Ma'am, I have a question. Ma'am, is it good to always forgive and forget?
It is always good to forgive and forget. It
Yeah,
is
like all the
always
time.
it is what I would say is, if you don't forget, where is the weight lying there? The weight is lying in your heart, right? It is in your hand. I told you, choice in your hand. You need to forgive and then forget that thing. Because if you be in that moment, if you be with that person attached, it is your choice to keep yourself, remove yourself from that position. If you are not forgiving that person, you are carrying that burden in your heart. That person is not giving any account to you, but you are feeling that, you are having that burden in your heart. So it's very important that you forgive and forget. It's for own growth. You can't carry all that burden and all that, what you say, that those bad things with you. It's spoiling your peace of mind. And the most important thing in the life, I tell you, is you yourself. You can't pour from your, when you yourself is not happy. So for your well-being, forgive and forget. Let it go. Life is so beautiful. So much is happening in this world. If this is not working for you, that will work. Life will never be to its, it's just normal course. So forgive and forget and be happy. Everything will come to your way.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Anything else? Okay, about the link, the video which somebody is asking, I will definitely share that video in that WhatsApp group if it's possible. I will do that today itself. If you all are there in that group. Anything else? Any other question comes? Any interaction which you would like to do? So, I would like to ask you something. If any steps would what you think, what is your key takeaway from this session? What is your key takeaway? What is something, any line, anything which was, which hurt, which, you could take it from? Yes, this I will follow. Or this is something nice which I found. Any key takeaway you can write in the chat box. You can unmute yourself and tell anything which you found useful.
Ma'am, always don't focus on the negative side of a person, but also see the positive side of the person. Like you can give give example of donkey. We all see the negative side of the donkey, but not the positive side of donkey. That donkey is very hard working, and he cannot repeat the same mistake as well as he done in his uh, previously he done the same mistake. So he cannot do that also. So we always pick out the negative things, not the positive thing. That's our attitude like that. If someone is doing mistake during the speech or something, we just laughing on them. And the thousand lines or thousand times he or she gives the speech, we cannot appreciate her or him. We just pinch out or pick out the line where he or she do a mistake. So that's I would learn from you.
Very good. Thank you so much, Pratham, that you took that. We always need to see what is something good. In this world, God has not sent a single person who is, who is not worth. He has one or two things. Something is there. Something good is in everybody. It is only on our own eyes, our mindset and attitude, how we follow. So Kavita is writing, mindset and attitude both are essential. Yes, definitely. Anyone else? I would love to hear your
Good evening,
comments.
ma'am.
Yes, please, Usha Rani. Yes.
Wonderful session, ma'am. You have given load of information. Really, it is wonderful. I learned from this session is that when someone did wrong in your life, we have to do good things for them. So, according to the situation, we never change according to the people or situation, we never change our originality. So, gold is always gold. So, we have to respond to the situation, never react to the situation. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Original. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose your originality because of anyone. If somebody is putting a stimulus on you, don't lose your originality. What you are, you are.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a lovely session, though there were some glitches happening, but I loved interacting with you all. Thank you so much. If anyone is there from the SEMS group.
I think, ma'am, no one is there. So from now onwards, I, Pratham Rana, take over the hosting part. So, ma'am, on the behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express my hearty vote of thanks to to our outstanding speaker and Shivani Ghosh, ma'am, to you also. And we got the opportunity to listen to your an interesting and thoughtful provoking discussion on positive mindset and I would like to skillfully imparted your knowledge and you can leaving us insightful conclusion and motivational concepts also and once again I would express my gratitude and thanks to you ma'am and for time sparing your time from hectic schedule to impact the information to us and we are speechless to your invaluable presence at this session and you highly provided in-depth analysis of the subject and shared some fascinating information with us.